My name is Serene Naziza. I'm the managing director. Every year, in the beginning of every year, we have a training of all staff on CBC and other topics. As we are a Christian school, Happy Kids School is a Christian school, and then we have many trainings for our teachers. I'm here to welcome all of you in this training for this academic year, the 2022 training. It will be for 1 day, for all the teachers. We have 2 trainers. Maybe you can stand up and present himself, where you work, who he is, so that you begin our training. I will leave you, and I wish you will have a fruitful training. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, principal and teachers. My name is Yaspi. I'm a teacher at the Rising School. Here I am, not for training on me, but for sharing with you some experiences. Not the matter of training, but the matter of sharing. We will give you what I have and share. I shall also get something that I don't have for you. I'm very proud now to be together with you. I wish to end in success. I'm married, father of 4 children.
Wow.
And I'm a Christian.
Okay, it's good that we have a father here, a married person. It doesn't mean that single are not better, but I think if you are married, you manage the student, you manage the house, then you have a bit of experience. So you are welcome. I think all the teachers here, they will have time to present to you their names, what they are doing, and you will be sharing. We have some capable teachers who knows many things, but you are here to share, to reflect. I think you will give them the experience from the horizon. The purpose of this training is that Happy Kids may provide the quality education that we need for our students. It is a school which is not old, because we are operating for 3 years only, and we need to go high. So to go high, we need experience from different schools. From horizon, maybe you may have been work on other schools. You share the experience. Many of them, they have their bachelor's degree in education. And what we need for now is that you give them the skills to implement CBC, to make children participate, not lecturing. In our time when we studied, we were using lecturing. The teacher goes to the blackboard, he was writing. Now I'm expecting that when I'm back, they will be showing me many techniques, many strategies they may use to teach the children. This is the objective of our training, is that you gain more experience on involving children, the practice. You know, the new world is about practice. Children have to practice, not lecturing. You go there, you lecture, you give them a lot of notes, but they have to put in practice. Exercise, group work, all of that. That is what we need you give to them. Thank you and good luck for today.
CBC is, C stands for, you know, yes? Is the stand for competence. And the B stands for basic and C stands for curriculum. To replace another curriculum that were used before, that you know, only KBC. KBC, that stands, K stands for knowledge, P, basic, C, thank you. Yeah. Those ones, this one is the old one. This is the new one and practical one. This has been shifted. Why? Because this one, it didn't lead the graduates to the competitivity to job or to demands international, even national. Second, this one didn't lead the graduates to solving problems. Okay? Why? The one with this one, the teacher was there as a leader, was there as a, I don't know how to call him, because I'm a teacher and they were my teachers, but he was there as a king. What the teacher teaches, the one who reacts to what is given by teacher should be frightened. He said, shut up, sit down. Why do we play? But nowadays, with this CBC, is now sharing, as I said. So, then this one was shifted, or the shifting of knowledge-based curriculum to basic knowledge curriculum. It was to enable schools graduates to cope, as I said, with job-related and domains, and finally, as I said, become problem solvers. Okay? That's the reason why that CBC replaced the KBC. Now, the competence-based curriculum takes now, how is it now? We are going to interest, we are not interested in this one. When we reach to differentiating them, we are coming back to KBC, but the purpose of today is CBC. CBC in our teaching. In our primary school. The CBC is competence-based curriculum, takes learning to high level by providing challenge and engaging learners' experiences, which requires the thinking rather than memorization. What does it mean? This one, it engages this CBC, engages work, thinking, creativity, rather than memorization to child or to children. We are going to see when we go far in our training plans, we shall see how the child can develop his experiences himself by what you call long learning life. But this one was a block of such a topic, I said, long learning life. You are there, you studied, and after studying, you go there, you compete for diploma, you get diploma, you get degree, and then you didn't discuss with the teacher. Nowadays, we are there, we are not the teacher, we are facilitators. In class, please try to be facilitator. Don't be a teacher as a teacher. Be facilitator. You facilitate understanding of the children. Okay? Then, if you want, we can have a look on the difference, but quickly, because I know that you know, but I say take some topic of difference. Is it necessary to write the difference between KBC and CBC?
Yes.
Some points. Some.
Key points.
Key points.
Yeah.
Key points. Here is in KBC. Here is the CBC. The first thing, we start by here, the points which are here are not advisable in our teaching, in our system of education. Okay?
Yeah.
The first one is memorization. Memorization. Here is it. Here is it, yes. First, here is skills, I give you. Skills, attitude, values, in addition to what or no? Knowledge and understanding. Apart from understanding, that's given by CBC, we add also skills, attitude, and values. Yeah, and values.
I think firstly we need a definition of competence.
Competence.
First of all, what is competence?
Competence. If the competence, what competence means, you know what competence means. What competence? Get it. Some, what do you think? Because it is not a dictation. Let's get some definitions and then you combine them to get what competence means. Because when I give the definitions, it's like dictating you and definition. Let's sort what do you think, what competence means to people. Yes. Is the capacity. Not only capacity. Capacity is not enough, huh? It's the capacity. Second. Capacity and this? Understanding. Another one? So, yes?
When giving the definition of competence, I can just say is the ability to use a combination of knowledge, skills, attitudes and values to adult in a new situation.
Yeah. Anyone can add anything? What does it mean? This doesn't change our differentiation, but introduce another topic that we shall talk. I'm giving you an example. This is the cross-cutting issue. This is the cross-cutting issue. That's what we're talking about. The cross-cutting issue, I don't read my lesson. Cross-cutting issue is what? Is the topics that are points that come to change or to block what we are doing in order to be what to discuss it. This is a cross-cutting issue because it was not. Why studying a cross-cutting sheet will be very easy for me because I get an example. I started teaching this one, difference between cross-cutting between KBC and the CBC, and raised a question, very important. I don't stop this one completely, but I leave where I was to treat the cross-cutting issue because it is both cross-cutting issue and gaining competence, which I talk. Are you with me? Then when you are teaching, we are here, I'm not here for training it, but we are here for exchanging ideas, for developing at school. Not for developing deeply, not for developing masters, it's for developing a primary school. Then when you are teaching, for example, and any child asks question, don't say, no, stop, let me finish first of all. No, CBC doesn't like that. You treat the question as you have discussed on competency, and then after convincing, the one who has the problem, you go back. Okay? Now, as he said that one, he said the competence is, first of all, is ability. Is ability. Is what? Ability. Is ability. Okay? To do what? To use what?
Appropriate combination.
Appropriate combination. It's not to use one thing. Okay? It's ability to use appropriate combination. Second, of what?
Knowledge.
Of knowledge,
Skills.
attitude and values.
Accomplish.
Access. In which purpose? Don't go so fast. Don't go so far. We want to help each other. Because the one who does it is as big as you. So, is the ability, first of all, to do what? To use what? Appropriate combination of what? Knowledge, skills, attitude and values. In which purpose? Many purpose. In order to accomplish a particular task. You see? That is the ability. It is shared. It is ability. When you say competence, is it an ability? It's an ability. Then, if we come back to this one, basic is like the ability, basic character. The version that we're using today is an ability, basic character. It's not only knowledge, as long as it's not ability. You know something and you are able to use it and to transform it even. Okay? Let's come back to difference. Then there is we are talking about, as I said, there is memorization, and there is the skills, attitude, and the value in addition of knowledge and the understanding. The side. That's the first point. Second point, KBC. Is it KBC is not the learner center. Is the teacher centered? Teacher centered where there is the learner centered. Okay? The teacher is there as a facilitator. The work is Ali?
We're active, balance, we're passive.
Yes, we are still talking about this learner-centered and the teacher-centered. Learner-centered and teacher-centered means what? The work of learning shifted from teacher to learners. Is the learner who is responsible of all teaching activity or teaching interest or subject. Okay? The other points is as you said, is it? You say your point?
Teacher were more active than learners.
Yes. Here is it. In this one, learner is passive. Okay?
Yes.
While there is the teacher. Teacher is it? Sorry. Here learner is it passive and teacher active.
Yes.
While here learner is it active, teacher passive. That's the learner centered. Learner centered means. That's the meaning of learner centered. It's not another point. It's the meaning of learner centered. The other one is that's in KBC. Teacher provide the subject and the subject, content, and the concept only.
Teacher is a provider there.
Yes? There is a provider. He provides subjects, content, and the concept. Why in the CBC here, it's another point. Point 3. Learner build knowledge through what? Through discovery and problem solving. That's why in the CBC, the learner builds knowledge himself by discovery and problem solving. Yes? This CBC will train every learner to discover his own knowledge and also to solve some problems meeting any different situation. Here, on this point also, I'm so fast. You write what is in. I'm so fast.
No.
Assessment is after here. Let's talk about on assessment. Assessment is after what? After a period of time. After a period of time, it means test or exams. Okay? Means when you say test on exams, I think about the exam of pens and the papers of pens and papers. This is about assessment. But here, assessment now is integral part of running the process. Are you with me? As integral parts of learning process and take place when? That's one to consist one. It takes place when?
It should be at the starting, in the middle, there is no at the end.
Yes. Then it is different from this one is that assessment. Yes, that's important. I want to start this one as we are building want to set a primary school. What does it mean? The assessment, we shall come back on it even as a point, but now as it comes on the difference between the CBC and the KBC, they talk about the assessment. The assessment is an integral part learning process and it takes place all the time by informal or formal methods. It's no longer time to wait for exam and test to do our assessment. Okay? And it's done all the time by informal or formal methods. I'm sharing the experience. Even in the TTC, normal email, about lunch. Assessments must be done all the time. It is needed. It is is judged available. What does it mean? It means that you can assess at the beginning, as the one said. You can. Sorry?
It is diagnostic assessment.
Yeah, no. I said that you are not to go to the terminology of the one you are going to only talk. I know that everyone knows that they are diagnostic and that they didn't say about the diagnostic and they don't know what. Then I'm saying that assessment is done at the beginning, on progress, and at the end. Okay? Even when you are teaching, I say you can stop and do assessments. It is not now time to wait in the KBC to wait for test and exam and the pens and papers. You can even do assessment without writing on the papers and using pens. Okay? Yes? For example, let's get an example. Let's go with the examples. I'm going to teach in P1. I'm going to teach subtraction. Example. I'm going to teach subtraction. I don't have to exceed 7, for example. Then I'm going to teach subtraction. I'm going to teach subtraction. Okay? Yes? Subtraction and then or take away as you want. The numbers. The top is number from 1 up to 9 is the topic. I think this one. In teaching, please, please accept expanding. Those is here. A teacher should be here in teaching. If you want to perform, accept expanding. If you don't expand, you can't develop. Why? Because we are teaching someone to what he use in the current life. In the current life, we spend, we lose and gain. And then you can take an egg and 4 eggs or 3 pieces of chocolate. You do like this. How many pieces of chocolate? There are 3. Then put there. How many eggs? 1. Right? What the phenomenon happens to me. Take the code 1 to express what happens in mathematical terms. Okay? Then with this one, he will keep in his mind when I lose something, it is minus. Okay? No, not to tell someone this minus this equal to this one. No, he knows that the teacher had the 3 pieces of chalk and then while putting it in the pocket, 3 falls down, he makes with 1. You follow? Okay? That's unique. That's an example of assessment. Then when you say, who can express what happened to me on the blackboard? It is supposed to be an application in lesson, but this is an assessment. Okay? It is both application of the lesson and also is assessment. Are you getting me? Yes. In our essential of teaching, according to the school, because I worked in different private school. I worked in Imena school. Do you know Imena school? Don't know. Imena school started from Kicukiro and it is in Gahanga, and I work now at Horizon School, the latest businesses. Then what you have that I have learned is that teaching for satisfying both parents and boss. When we are teaching private school, we satisfy both parents and boss. And we are there not only to help children, we are also there to help ourselves and our families. Then for satisfying both parents and boss, we have to work hard. Yes? And to create some situations that convince the clients who are children. Okay, yeah, that was to explain that we can do an assessment all the time. It is very necessary. Continue in front, you come back to yeah, another thing is that
Excuse me, sir. Thank you for that point. And I have been asking myself. Of course, as teachers, we actually use that method, but to some extent, there is where we are saying that we need to use that assessment at the beginning of the lesson,
yes,
or in the middle of the lesson,
yes,
or at the end of the lesson.
yes.
But in actual sense, to my understanding, that may not as well suit in all the subjects.
It cannot be in all subjects.
To my understanding,
Give an example of subjects in this
may
class.
not be suit to all the subjects. Let's say, if we talk about, let's say, SRS
SRS,
and SET.
social studies and state.
Yes,
The most useful
yes.
in state.
To me, that's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
we are going to share
To my
what
understanding. Yes. I do say that me when I'm handling SRS, perhaps I can give another assessment in the middle of the lesson and at the end. Because I need to first represent the content to the learners, because they will not be knowing exactly that topic which I want to give. I need to use relevant examples so that they may reach the content which I want to give them. Meaning that the assessment may not start at the beginning.
Thank you very much. You are right, but not totally right. Why? What do we assess? What do we assess? In CBC, we don't assess only knowledge. Yes? You can assess attitude. If you enter the class and you don't assess attitude of your children, you can't teach well. You can assess values in CBC. You can assess values. That's why I add pens and papers. In the CBC, you don't need pens and papers to assess. You can enter the class, as I've talked about values and the attitude, you assess attitude of children. Okay? How? By observation. We shall talk about. I'm going to finish the training. In the assessment, the point of assessment I have planned, but as it is, let's combine both, there's no problem. Then in assessment, it's not assessing only knowledge, but also can assess behavior or values. You can assess attitude. Okay? That means practice makes it perfect. When you are perfect in matter, you don't want to memorize.
Do all subjects have practice? For example, if you are teaching students total surface area of our country, how are them going to practice that so as to say that the practice makes perfect without memorizing it?
They're memorizing it.
Yeah.
What do you mean by memorizing?
I thought there, on QBC, we should write rote memorization, where students memorize what he is not understanding. But there in CBC, memorization there should be, but they memorize what they understand.
When you say memorization, it means you enter the class and then you are going to the service of Rwanda. You go on the blackboard, you write the total service of Rwanda is 3, 20, that, and that, without talking anything. They got the memorization. And then he or she memorizes as you did. But if we start by showing the map of Rwanda, okay? Show the map of Rwanda. After showing the map of Rwanda, the one who is taught the map of Rwanda surface area knows how to find perimeter, knows how to find area, isn't it?
Yes.
And then you draw the diameter of the perimeter of what? Of Rwanda. Okay? Is it memorization? Now finally, you go back to area. You explain what area is. And you show the area of Rwanda is this one. It is not memorization. Then also, this one, okay? This one, when you do like this one, as you said, you enter what we call generic competencies. You enter the generic competencies, which is this one. You were teaching at SST, yes? With the SST, it generates now mathematics. Okay? You introduce idea of area in social studies. Now it is not necessary now to memorize not area, because when you show him this one and he knows, you come back to area, what area means, that is this one, then you know that this surface area of Rwanda is 200 feet.
And you have to memorize it. After understanding that.
Yeah. So memorization also is acceptable, but it is not urgent.
Excuse me, sir. I think going back to what the teacher is saying, actually memorization is not taken as a key to CBC, but a model of what will be good. Because if you want, let's say you are introducing, let's say what has been said, let's say you are talking about the area of a certain storage figure. Of course, you have to first demonstrate. You show how to find it. You just, after showing it to them, you try to derive to the what? To the formula.
Yes.
Now, after reaching all the formula, children will have got all the steps that you have followed to reach the formula for finding the area of that solid figure. So the end result, children will have understood, they will have picked knowledge of that. Then after, to put it into practice, they have to memorize.
Yes, memorize. What memorize means, if you want, let's go back to town. Memorize means what? It's keeping in memory, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Memorize, according to me. And I don't pick any manual of linguistics. But according to me, to my understanding, memorize is keeping in memory and be able to reproduce. Isn't it? Yeah. But the memorization which is said here, okay, is like a blind memorization. It's memorization without understanding. Yes. And if you understand something, for example, I'm named Augustine, but in Beza will stay. If you don't memorize my name, will you remember it? No. But you're not forced to memorize it. Use your sense to know that your sense, you see me, you remember that I'm Augustine. Then what does it mean? To me that what is here is not block memorization, but is using the sense for keeping the memorization understood. Using the sense. Here, we introduce also another thing that is prescribing issues. Because about prescribing issue, I will be so fast because we have finished all prescribing issues. In this one, within your question of memorizations and this one, teaching as using all senses. When we teach using or exploiting shared senses, you will succeed in teaching. What does it mean? Today use eyes, tomorrow use hands. After tomorrow, you use or the whole body moving. Yes, accordingly. Yes, and for science states they use many senses, but not the Rwanda and the French and the English. Everything they continue. Let me continue because you have many things to talk about. That was the difference, and then when you finish this difference of the B, others will be. Now, another thing that I'm going to stop on, because there are many different and many, is about liquids. Liquids in this one, okay? The liquids show only naked discourse gas without indicating what the learners have demonstrated. The liquid you got without showing the demonstration of learners. Why in CBC the liquid with clear statements about competencies, achievements, and the power necessary. Feedback and feedback. Feedback also, you shall have opportunity to talk about what I'm planning, but feedback, when I say feedback, what do they understand by feedback? I think here, even when I started, I don't think that feedback was allowed. What do they understand by feedback? Yes. Feedback, is it? Is the result.
Outcomes.
Is the outcome. Reactions. Another thing?
Response.
Response. Yeah, the definitions are many. Okay? But the feedback now, here I introduce feedback. Why? Because the records of your work must have feedback. Okay? The feedback can't be if you don't show what you have done. If you keep secret something, will it be feedback? Then what you do must be exposed to be commented by everyone. Okay? Let's go ahead. Maybe we shall get the answers in the other topics. Is there any question? Before leaving the difference? No question there. Everyone who are in class, don't wait the period of test for assessing the class. These tests, general tests, and then also continuous tests. Our teacher told us, even when you teach the first lesson in P1, you can assess and record. Our teacher says, at the beginning you contested. By the end, you find out what is possible. The assessment, you can assess even one lesson of P1. So it is not very simple. Who teaches in P1? Who teaches in P1? I think you know how hard it is in the first term. I think you know how hard it is in the first term. Transition from nursery to primary is not very easy. From French, pure French, to bilingual, mixed French and English. It's not very easy. So, now it is where you have to access much to know if really you are going on your direction or have uprooted. Ask you that? Pay attention. Dear friends, P1 is the basic of the school. The P1. Really. If if the P1 fails, the whole school will fail. Even P6 cannot succeed, cannot perform. If lower level, let's use lower, use levels, maybe you can understand. If lower level fails, don't expect success in P6. Okay? And lower level, success of lower level depends on what? Use of sense. You teach something in the P1, you teach something very, very, very well on P2. You complete, they give answer, they give action, they give feedback. Tomorrow you come, ask questions on what I taught yesterday. You get nothing. Then, I'm not lying. I don't know those levels. I don't know levels nowadays. I know the whole process. I told you that I have taught on different schools. When you go, you teach on different schools, you pass through or based on all levels. Teaching in P1 and in P2. And the lesson becomes sustainable. It's not easy. That's why you must look for strategies to keep the whole lesson in front of you. You open the blackboard, you put the lesson somewhere. And when he enters, he says, hey, what is that yesterday? Try to do please teaching aids. As soon as you have, there are many machines who can print any picture, anything, I don't know, and hang it somewhere, because your class must talk better than you. If your class doesn't talk, don't believe in your level of success. Are you getting me? Please do your best. For me, I told you that I taught in all levels, but I don't know to grow. I'm zero in growing, but thanks to ICT, yes, I go to materials. Force yourself to get something corresponding to the taught lesson to facilitate your success. I told you that we have to confuse both parents and the boss. And convincing the parents is nothing else as performance of our children. Now for upper level now. For upper level, you are on balance. 5 balance, let me say that. You are on 5 balance. Upper level, you are on 5 balance, why? Because in the P6, if you don't get anyone in grade 1, you can't get what to explain. Okay? That's not what. But what I was insisting on, it is the lower level without even getting upper level, but especially in the lower level, they need to use the sense of the time. Okay, that? Yeah, in that one, after difference, they talk about, we are still talking about basic content-based curriculum. Talk about let's talk about principles of this CBC. Policies. As well. Yes, Minister. Yeah. Let's talk about the principle of this CBC. Principle of CBC. The first, it is a learner sentence. Second is a competence based. Inclusive. Interconnected. Flexible. And then we add also transparent and accountability. Transparent and accountability. That's there, and then talk about it point and point, somehow have broken points in summary, and then go to the yeah. Here about the learner centered, I don't talk. We have talked. Competence based action, we have talked. Is that it? Yeah. Inclusive now. Yeah, this competence based action is inclusive. What means inclusive? Let's share the meaning of inclusive. When you say inclusive, what do we mean? That is inclusive. The teacher, that is very, very tough work for success. To make the class inclusive, I show you an experience for us. In the class, the first man is to know your children. First man. You know, Augustine is slow running. This one is fast running. Okay? Before answering the question, what can you do if you have two children, slow runner and the other one is fast runner? What can you do? Will you go with the one who is faster? Or the one who is slow? Both. Yeah. How?
For the slow runner, you have to try to help him or her accordingly. For the fast runner, you have to give him or her extra work. Yeah.
You answer the question. It is this way that you can introduce or adopt inclusive in the basic courses. You try to adapt your matter, your reason to the class, to the categories of children that you have in class. Okay? Don't say that one, is good, it's your class that. I'll go ahead with the others. No, you adapt your teaching to the group of learners you have. That is inclusive. To facilitate everyone to gain at his level. Even to raise the level of slow learners. For us, at the horizon now, we did the thing which is not very good in pedagogy, but we did. Mostly, especially in the upper level, we select the children according to the success. We give them the same matters, but when you enter the lower slow learners class, you know how to teach them. Okay? And then after, you give another test, another assessment. The one who succeeds in the slow learners is lifted up to faster learners. The one who fails remains in slow learners. You know class, it then has to be in among the top class in class, for example. But it's not allowed. Don't ask me about pedagogy. It's not allowed. It's strategy of succeeding national exam for us as a private school. The private school must do the best for succeeding and convince the parents. But it's not allowed in pedagogy. Yes.
Moi, j'allais poser la question. Si tel est le cas, with CBC, je pense que même le ministère de l'enseignement est pour avec cette méthode CBC. Pourquoi maintenant ces écoles soi-disant excellence? Les écoles soi-disant écoles d'excellence. They choose
Continuez en France.
elles choisissent ces écoles-là, les élèves qui ont eu des points supérieurs aux autres, ils disent non, nous prenons ceux qui ont eu première division seulement. Ce n'est plus inclusif.
Ok.
Et là, et par ailleurs, nous dirons même une ségrégation.
Là, je vais te répondre en français comme tu m'as posé la question en français. Je pense bien que, quand on peut te répondre, mais je vais essayer de te répondre, même si ça ne se fait pas, nous allons te répondre. Vous parlez peut-être après l'examen national. L'examen national de 6e année. Après l'examen national de 6e année, maintenant, ne pensez pas que le gouvernement a établi le curriculum. Ok? Il l'a donné aux techniciens. Et les techniciens l'ont distribué aux autres techniciens. Et les techniciens les distribuent aux implémentants. Hein? Ok? Ce qui vous mettre année en quoi? En application ou en exécution. D'accord. Alors, après avoir appliqué les CBC, hein, mais ne pensez pas que le gouvernement, si par exemple tu compares les résultats de cette année passée, cette année la façon dont on a distribué les écoles aux enfants de la 6e année, tu n'as pas admiré?
J'ai admiré,
Ce qui se faisait
par rapport à d'autres.
Bien sûr. Ce qui se faisait ultérieurement, c'était à l'insu du gouvernement. Mais cette fois-ci, à l'insu du gouvernement, si ce n'était pas à l'insu, ils ne devraient pas réagir comme ils ont réagi cette année-ci. Disons, alors, si ce n'était pas à l'insu, il y a des personnes qui n'aiment pas le changement et qui n'acceptent pas le changement. Je vous donne l'exemple. Nous sommes en train de parler ou discuter sur le CBC. D'accord? Ne pensez pas que ce que nous allons apprendre ici comme des points aidants, nous pensons que tout le monde entre nous va le tenir au même niveau, longueur d'onde. Est-ce que tu crois? Voilà ce qui s'est fait alors à l'application de CBC. Il y a ceux qui n'ont pas appris le CBC tel qu'il a été conçu pour. Alors, ils continuent d'aller voir. Donc, ils travaillaient aujourd'hui, y compris les écoles privées et l'autre et le nôtre, ne respectent pas ce que le gouvernement ordonne sur l'éducation nationale. N'est-ce pas?
Oui.
D'accord. Ce qui se passe ici, dans votre école, entre combien de personnes? Entre les 11 personnes, je crois, implique l'idée de ce qui se passe au gouvernement, même dans les différentes provinces. Ici, comme vous travaillez. Je ne connais pas votre classe, mais je connais l'être humain et le groupe de travail. Ce qui se fait ici, si tu veux juger, si tu veux évaluer la façon dont le gouvernement ou la nation est gérée, il faut voir ce qui se passe dans votre école. Et si on vous donne quelque chose, vous l'appliquez de la même façon. Question mark. Ce celui qui donne l'instruction, est-ce qu'il lui aussi l'applique? Que je marque. C'est ça donc des lacunes qui se produisent dans quoi? Dans l'application de CBC. Il y a ceux qui sont là, qui ne veulent pas changer. Il y a d'autres qui veulent changer. Alors ceux qui ne veulent pas changer, le gouvernement ne peut pas les casser eux-mêmes. Alors le gouvernement, quelquefois, essaie de tolérer ce que nous allons étudier dans les valeurs. Nous allons voir la tolérance.
Cependant, moi ce que je voudrais souligner du point de vue application,
de l'application
de CBC comme méthode d'enseignement, le gouvernement, jusque-là, je trouve, sur le plan du gouvernement, je trouve aussi des lacunes. Si je prends l'école Saint-André, c'est une école publique, école soi-disant excellente. Et je prends d'autres écoles, je ne sais pas moi, de chaque province. Ils vont sélectionner les élèves suivant leurs points qu'ils ont reçus pendant l'examen national. Ils ne vont pas mixer.
Permettez-moi, s'il vous plaît, laissez-nous quitter la fête des résultats de l'examen national pour les écoles, pour le temps. Le venons ici à Happy Kids School. What are you going to do for competence-based education? Because if you go so far beyond our topic, okay, you can be overlooked, uprooted without getting our goal. Are you together? Don't discuss about that one even in the government. You can go and discuss and they say you are going to change. No, see, je te dis franchement que ce que nous luttons pour, c'est le changement et l'amélioration. C'est ça? Je pense que c'est raison pour laquelle on va amener comme un enseignant comme vous, de niveau peut-être plus bas que vous, mais je suis là pour vous parler de mes expériences dans mon médecine. Donc ce que nous luttons pour dans cette curriculum, c'est quoi? C'est accepter le bon changement et l'amélioration. Laissez-moi
on that point, actually we are trying to discuss upon those principles of CBC, and actually we are talking about inclusive. I think with inclusive, for us as teachers, to really try to understand how to use it. So I think we need to first hear how to individually study.
Is it the first year of social studies?
I'm meaning, if you want to have inclusive in your class, you need to be knowing. You need to be knowing all each child. That's what I'm pressing individual child study. Because we can't easily tell that child is category, the other one is this category minus having an individual child study. So after having that individual child study, that's when perhaps you may know that if I use this method, it will reach all the others. So that's what I was trying to do.
This is the way that I say you try to adapt your lesson to all categories. But the best thing is to know the class that you have. That's why on the after inclusive, is there another point to talk on? Is the transparency and accountability maybe. Transparent and accountability. As people flexible. I will choose some points to talk about much. Flexible, I've written accountability, competence and accountability. Yeah, they talk about the competence and accountability, flexible come. Competence and accountability, there is the one on point. It means that the school and the community must communicate openly about curriculum and the and learning in the school. That's the meaning. In transparency and accountability, it means that the school and community must be communicated or communicate each other about the learning of the children and their outcoming of the learning. Together, that's why it's better and it is allowed to claim for the marks of your child if you keep your child in a happy kids school. Anytime I come as a parent, I ask you the marks of my child, automatically show me without any conflict. Are you clear that? Then any activity, work activity must be known by, must be available for the whole community and the whole school. And the last is it was a flexible. It must be flexible. That's it. Curriculum must be flexible. Why? It is to code for learners individual. Yeah, I'm answering the question that our brother. Then it got the learners individual needs and talents.
I'm very sorry to take you back. Because we are still talking about transparency and accountability. And I don't know if we have all tried to grasp what it's all about.
To answer?
I don't know if we have actually all got this principle of transparency and accountability. I don't know if we have all tried to get it.
To get it? They are both trying to get it. All the teachers?
Yes. Because
I say, in transparency and accountability must be transparent and accountability. Accountability means what? It means that what you do, the school, the community must communicate openly about the virtue and learning in the school. What does it mean? What you do in the school is not secret. And what you do as a teacher, be aware to explain positive or negative. That is why you have to do better than what's expected. Everything. That means for accountability. I think everyone knows the term accountability means. Then in this curriculum now, you feel free of what you are doing and say that what I do is right. Everyone can even and check it. There is no standard. Okay?
actually on that one, because there is where we are talking about the assessment in CBC, which is different from that one in the KBC. Yes, that's what is trying to bring transparent and accountability on both the parents and the school administration. So what should we do as teachers? Yes, if we are actually trying to have that implementation of the CBC.
First, in this one, you must be transparent in what you do.
Yes,
in assessment,
yes,
in
so
teaching.
meaning the transparency. If we talk about if we want the parents and the school community to know, it should know that many assessments and how should those assessments be accessible. That is really what you make it. I hope.
There should be fairness.
There should be. When you do what?
You are rating marks.
You are encoding marks. To whom belongs marks? If the marks are.
The way that I understand this.
To whom the marks belongs to? To whom the marks belong?
Marks belong to the stakeholders.
To whom?
To all the stakeholders in education.
To all?
Parents, stakeholders, parents, learners, teachers.
First, the marks is for learners.
What about
First, learners. Second, teachers. And finally, society, school and society. For example, the marks that you give to a child here, okay, will be expanded about where you know. Okay? That's why the marks that you give must, or the test that you give, I'm going to talk about assessment that's now, must be standard and transparent. Don't sit to say, I know, innocent, is he right, he answered well, I give you 18. You are aware, someone will come tomorrow, you get me 18 to my kid. Yes, show me the copy. I think everyone knows that there are the schools where you can write the marks without difference. Or they could, let's say in long ago, 8 years long ago. Okay? They would write the marks without difference. Am I right? Am I right? There were the schools or the time when the marks were written without any difference and are given to children. Without contest. Isn't it new for you? That is practical. Yes, it is. Now, what it means that in CBC is that you must be transparency, be aware to answer all questions about what you did in your class. Talking about this one after the main the principle of CBC, let's talk about assessments. Assessments. Talk about assessment. Assessment can be before. I put them it before. Why? Because we were talking about the rating it. Isn't it? Yeah. Assessment now is what is assessment is it? Therefore, being what? Why do we do assessment? Well, I told you that we're not going to talk much to assessment because everyone start in Japanese center and you have studied much evaluation, the types of evaluation, the what we did. But now I'm here for talking with you, for sharing with you about assessments that will help us to improve our working or to make our school sustainable. It's not the one that you learned in the book. Even the evaluation chapter, you can not talk even in 1 week. You can finish it. But now we're going to talk about assessment. What assessment now? Assessment now is to achieve coherent sets of approaches to assess. Is to achieve a coherent set of approaches to assess. Please, let us who assess? Who assess? Who assess?
Depends on the field.
Yes, who assess? Tell them the field. You are there on the field and in front of us.
In education.
On the field and in front of us.
Who assess?
Who assess?
Depends on the fields. If it is the field of business, they are supervisor. And if it is in the field of education,
no supervisor.
no, in the field of education,
No supervisor.
it depends on who you are going to assess.
Who assess is the one who wants to monitor his work, the outcome of his work. Because you cannot assess what you didn't do. Okay? You cannot invite the ones who are minding to assess education. Are you getting me? The assessment is done by the one who does or did action. Are you getting that? in our topic now is now in a topic of education. Assessment is done by teacher, school, as you say, district, center, even the nation can assess.
Even learners.
Even learners, yes. And then I say school is it the whole. School includes. I start from teacher because the teacher is the one, but the school includes the school includes learners, supervisors, and the whole school managers involved in education can assess.
But I think on that one, because when you talk about the assessment, actually sometimes you find in private institutions. In private institutions.
Yes.
Pupils and the parents are the first position of assessing.
Of assessing.
Yes. Because children will assess teachers in the content that they have given to them. Parents will assess children through the work teachers have given them.
For answering your question, maybe the 3 points that we will satisfy you. How do we assess? Before asking the question, how do we assess? You're going to be answered by how do we assess? How do we assess? We assess by assessment is done by observation. If that is how, I'm answering the how do we assess? This is by observation. For example, the head teacher can pass here and see by observation. He assesses the class, he enters. Oh, this class is in. Oh, good. It's an excellent class. We had recently at Teacher's School, I had a former head mistress called the name Kicukiro. Yeah, she used the students likely enter the class mostly. She passed there, peering through the window, and she passed unwillingly then. And she came going there. She was an old woman, but very, very brilliant. She was there, observation only. She came, you are teaching. She loves you. She was. Oh, I'm with me. But really, the best observation that I get in my teaching is from that one. Never she didn't sit in class observing or assisting to my lesson. But she gave me what? She gave me many advice in my work. Okay? The assessment don't that the student, not the document of the master for frightening you or no. Sometimes when the headmasters want to frighten you, I get the document in the morning, then you say, it doesn't matter of that one. That one is a document. Listen to me. That one is a document to achieve. That's one. Even he knows that what he's assessing is not the one that gives a result to children, but it's a document that you have to keep. The assessment is done first by ourselves as teachers. Okay? Because the one who come to assess my class, assess what I have already assessed. And really, let's talk truly, and two things that happens when you teach well, you know. Me too, when I teach well, I know that I say that lesson I taught it. And when you teach, you know to meet the assessment based on me, first teacher and learner. Even when you teach badly, the learners know before you, even before you mistakes. We have supervisors who are learners. When you you don't satisfy their needs, they know. You enter the class, they shout. They don't need class, they do everything, because they know that you are not going to give anything. Or according to values and the attitude, you are not going to change anything to the bad behavior in class. Why? Because you are not there. You are there physically, but they know that it's John. John is coming. Let me get sick. John is coming. Because they are the little monitors. The children. Even the one who say, no, I don't want to go to Teacher's. Why? Teacher's doesn't teach. They say. The children say. I've never heard. They say Teacher's doesn't teach. Openly. They don't mind. They don't mind. So what does it mean? It means that we're talking about assessment. The assessment, first of all, is done by observation. Second, written assessment. And third, facilitator and reflection. Facilitator and reflection. Only that. When you do assessment like that, it is enough in these ways. Why do we do assessment? Why do we do assessment? First of all, we do assessment for to know A. Do assessment to know A. What went on when? First thing to do for assessment is it to know what went on where. 2. What did not go on where. 3. What did it not go where and why? And finally, what needs to be done differently in improving? Okay? That is the purpose of assessments. Then the assessment has principles. I don't know if it is necessary to talk about the principles of assessment. Is it necessary to talk about principles of assessment? Do you need them? No. No. Yeah. Before saying no, who can give me some principles of assessment? List them only. List them only without any comment. Who can list them assessment principles of assessment? List them. Give them. It's sharing. Give to others. No, and give to others. They lack on. We finish it. It's listing on me. Principles of assessment. No one can help us? No one. Don't have to help us. Don't have to help us. Okay, the first one is cognition achievement. Cognition. No. Let's write recognize. To recognize the achievements. Recognize achievements. That's first point. 5th principle. Second, that's the first principle is recognition of achievement. Second is it accessible, equitable, and fair. Achievement must be accessible, equitable, and fair. Equitable and fair.
Accessible.
Equitable and fair. And fair. This means at this point of that the second point I have put some clarification. It means that equal opportunities to adaptable learners circumstances. Don't have to give for example, if you have you teach in P5, teaching P5, you enter P5 in the morning, you have set the test, and then when you reach another P5 where they finish the program, because the timetable doesn't allow, you give the same test without finishing the topic. They are not equal, and you are fair. Saying that I have set this to P5. Even if P5 is sitting and finish the topic, I'm going to give the one who failed. It's up to him. It is very simple. No one can fail. I've set the simplest questions. No one can fail. I'm going to give. You are low. Why? Because the question that you judge simplest can be difficult for the one you didn't, that in a way you didn't expect. Try to be fair in setting assessment and keep a bit of one. That's the meaning of the topic. The fourth topic is support progression. Your assessment must support progression. It is support progression. Then you must set assessment that support the progression of your class. Okay? Yeah, the other one is fit for purpose. Fit, this also I explained. Fit for purpose. Fit purpose. Fit for purpose means what? How do you get there? What do you understand by that? Fit for purpose. How do you understand by fit by purpose?
Fit by purpose.
Yeah.
It has to be supportive for running of student.
Sir?
Supportive
Supporting?
for running of student.
What do you mean by supporting for running students? Only fit for purpose means that method of assessment must value accordingly. This means that methods of assessment must value accordingly. Don't use the same method for